Good evening, everybody. I am here. I haven't been here for the past few days. I'm helping a friend out. Well, Jacob, you all know Jacob. I talk about him constantly. Well, for the summer, his mom usually takes care of him, but she had to go away this week for a doctor's appointment up close to her family because she couldn't get an appointment close to home. So by the time I watch Jacob all day, then I cook dinner and clean up after dinner. And I get downstairs about 6:37, well, closer to 7 most days. I'm going to sneeze, guys. I'm sorry. Then I have about an hour, and then I got to go back up and do his quiet time. By the time I get back downstairs, and he hasn't been wanting to go to sleep, he's been staying up till 9:30 or 10. Oh, by the time I get back downstairs at 10, I'm exhausted. Turn on TV, and the only thing I've been able to do is make, I'm revamping some of my Fussy Cup bundles, but I haven't pulled out a glue stick, nothing. So today I'm going to do a little something. A lady sent me something. She made a portfolio, and from what I can tell by the pictures, one side is higher, and she did a little bit of a fold over, and she's got all this bare space, and she asked me what to put. I told her, put clusters on the pockets. I don't have any journal right now, I think, big enough with the cluster on the pocket. I'm just checking this one that I have sitting here. See, on this pocket, I have a little one, but that's because it's a little pocket. So you can do the same thing. By the way, her name's Tammy. Hello, Tammy. And I made this video kind of for her, but I know, this is something everybody can use. So here's the little lip. So then a longer cluster is perfect. Now, if you have a bigger, let me see if I've got a sample here of a good cluster. I did some this week using just stamped images. I try to do different types of clusters. Let's see if I have a long one. So, like a length, but her pockets are bigger because it's on a portfolio. I don't know if I've got any really long ones. Oh no, this goes this way, but you could almost do this if I had put the butterflies going the other way. Then on a pocket, it could go like that. But that is probably, again, that's with stamped images. Ooh. I sneezed. Now I'm going to yawn. I am tired, guys. And Jacob's not extremely difficult child to take care of. It's just, it takes, a lot of times he sits with me at the table. One time he was working on his sticker book while I fussy cut. And another time he was, after he played some of his video game, I let him have some video game time and all that. So, but I don't even have a long one because I've used them all. Isn't that, well, I have empty ones, but I don't even have a long one to show you. Oh, I'm hot. I'm either hot or cold right now. So I'm going to slide my sweater off. It's damp, rainy day here. Let me just check one other journal I have here. This is a journal I did have for up sale, but not anymore. So here's more simple cluster you can do. I just put it's a very simple one. So when you have that long pocket, and this is more of a collage. I glued this directly on and just collaged some images on. Now I might add a little bit more to this. For instance, let's just take these new frames I have now in my shop. They might be a little big, but if I have one smaller, I have them in golds and silver. They are on cardstock. Let's just say it was a smaller frame, and you might have some smaller frames. Just one second. You could put a frame on it if you had smaller one, and these are all too big. So that idea kind of went out. But, oh, you see in the pink I have a small one, but pink doesn't go with this. I should have put a couple small ones in this gold one. But maybe there is, and I just didn't weed through there quick enough. Let's just say this was not pink. See, you could add a frame in it. That you don't even have to frame necessarily that picture, but you could easily just like put it on an angle. You don't have to frame. You can frame it like this, but I've sometimes now just framed a part of it and had the frame to the side or something just to add some. I have flies, well, a fly, and I can't catch him, and he's driving me crazy. So there's the pink, white, and creamy tone frames. I love these. They turned out so nice. It was something, I've been ordering frames from Temu, and I was like, I can do those. And so I attempted and went in and started them, and I can do other colors. I just chose pink, purple, and white, and gold in that, and so there's in purple, but I can do these in blues. I can do them in greens. I can make a combination of colors. If you want 5 yellow, 4 pink, you know, I can make a bundle according to what you want in it. But those frames are amazing, and I'm going to be using, I printed a set for myself to use, and that. So I don't know. Oh, we forgot to put that in the pink. Let's put that in the pink. So I could easily add more to this and make it more. I just left it simple. Now that I've seen it, I might think I'm going to try to see if I got a frame to go in it. I'm just trying to see if I got a long pocket in here. I haven't looked at this one in a while. Maybe I don't have anything in this one. I don't want to turn every page there. No, Boo-Boo. No. Here we go, because Boo-Boo thinks people are getting my attention. Well, no, I don't. Okay, that one was out. Okay. If anybody's ever interested in that journal, I don't have it. I don't think I have it listed anymore, but it is for sale. And if you want a better look at it, let me know. Do I have anything anywhere else? Hey, it's enough. In our blue journal, we didn't do any long pockets yet. See, I have to do something more to that. So that's where I would put a little cluster in. But that's how you can add to the pockets if you need to add more to it. Now, because it is so long, and with her paper, it's like, it almost looks like a wood texture. Stop it. No claws, no teeth. Go lay down. And she has all that real estate, and I wished I had something that big, but I don't. And I don't have scrapbooking. I think she used like scrapbooking paper, and my scrapbooking paper isn't double-sided. I'm just trying to see what I have to show you as an example. This won't work because it's not as big as hers. Okay, hers is bigger. But let's just say, let's go this way. Just pretend it's like this way. Okay, this is, obviously this is wider than hers is. Now the pocket sits like this, correct? And so then you have a lot of space here to fill up. Let's just say it would look like this, right? You have all this bare space. If you can, you could collage back there and put a really nice collage behind it. If you had scrap music paper or digitals, and you could do that. Or a nice easy way to do something, if you have it, I want to find a real vintagey one. I have ones that are like older, and then I have ones that are really vintagey. Now sometimes I don't always use the real vintage because I don't want to lose that beautiful two-sidedness, right? But some music paper, it doesn't bother me as much, and I get this one much easier than the vintage. So you can go, me personally, I would go this way with it. Okay, and of course I probably don't want it that full length, because that'd be longer than what it is. So depending on how high it is, let's just say technically, let's just say it's about this, the portfolio. What I would probably do is, where is my ruler? The only thing I didn't bring is a ruler. My tear rulers are just kind of behind me. I'm just going to tear this part off. And I think I'll tear a little bit off the bottom too. And like, I won't throw these away because I'll use these in clusters. Now this is what I'm talking about, long cluster. So let me just grab some scraps I have here. You could go ahead and make yourself, I didn't want to rip any more pieces up, but let's just say, what do we got here? Let's just take a piece of this, right? And you want to make, and depending on how thick that pocket is, just make yourself a long cluster and then put your images this way so you can glue it down like that. That'll decorate the pocket. Or you collage the bottom like I did in that Paris one. So that is totally, let's put that scraps back in a pile there. My boo-boos trying to catch that fly that's driving me crazy. Now I think I want this just a touch thinner. Just a touch thinner. Okay. This, I mean, you can do this with cardstock if you want, but I have been lately, file folders, I know some people are able to find them cheap at thrift stores. I haven't for a while. Cardstock, oh, the prices have gotten crazy with cardstock, and sometimes if the cardstock is too dark, your pictures show through it. And if you're collaging, you already got some of a background here, so it all depends on how you want. Me, this is what I do with my tags now. Sometimes I don't always want a heavy duty tag, but I'm not done yet. I have to still put paper, because most of my tags I have writing space on the back. Some people collage both front and back. Some would leave just the music showing, and that's fine. It depends on the type of journal you're making. Right? But if it's in a portfolio, you kind of want a little bit, to me, I kind of want a space to write. Now, what side do I like best? I think we'll go with that side. Doesn't really matter. They're about the same. And just because this will be like 3 layers of paper so far. I hope I'm not talking too fast. All of a sudden I felt like I just rambled that so quickly for some reason. I don't know why. I just felt that. I apologize if I was speeding it up. No reason to be. I think I'm overtired, so that's me. That makes sense, guys. You know me. I'm crazy. Okay. This side I might have to cut a bit. I kind of don't want to. I should have waited to rip that. I kind of want that rough edge. I don't want it necessarily so straight. I don't know why. I'll just cut some of it off. I kind of want, but that doesn't look very well. When I tore that, I did not tear that very well. So let me see if I can make that a little bit better. I think that's pretty good. It's hard to see when it's thick. Just now, I'm not going to have that torn edge because I'm trimming it up a bit. Now, you can do whatever way. Sometimes I do leave these square because I do like a square top. Sometimes I'll just take my corner rounder, and I've just seen on Temu that they have some corner rounders with different types of corners, and I got to get some of those. Or you can do, how I usually make my corners, especially when I'm doing this, is I just go like this and I trim. But I don't want I'm just me. I should have, my throat is dry, but I don't have any water. I decided to do this video quickly before I have to go back upstairs, but I was also catching up. My orders seem to be taking longer for people to get right now, but that's because here in Quebec we have St. Baptiste Day that happened one weekend, and which was a 4-day, and then the next weekend was another long weekend for us, so that's another 4 days, and that's our July 1st, our Canada Day, which also falls on the same week as the U.S. 4th of July. So if I'm mailing to the U.S., that means normally we have 5 days of mailing, but it's only 3 days. So, and here in Canada, we don't get mail on Saturdays, whereas in the U.S., you guys get mail 6 out of 7 days. So that sometimes a lot of people don't understand why sometimes our mail takes longer, because our workers only work 5 days of work versus 6 days. So getting it, once it's in the U.S., that doesn't matter, but it's to the U.S. And then the other problem I'm having right now is I had a lady buy 2 packs of Fussy Cuts, and I put them all nicely in an envelope. And the U.S. government customs refused it because they didn't believe me it was paper. Because, you know, it had some bulk to it. So, normally what I'll show... And one isn't that bulky because I had 2 like this, right? And they're pretty thick, and I had them sitting top on top. So now when I mail them, I have to mail them side by side, so that there's not so much bulk to them. Because otherwise, when they feel it, they're feeling these lumps, and if you get 2 of those on top of each other, they're not believing it's paper. These are the Fussy Cut color bundles, ephemera bundles, a Fussy Cut bundles large, and they're by color, and there's 75 pieces in them. There's between 75 and 80 pieces, because I always throw in a few extras in there. Okay, so back to this. So we've covered that one side. Now, depending on your supplies that you have on hand. Now, you don't necessarily have to do a background on this. You could leave it as it is and bring in your image and just put it on there, depending on the size of your image. Or if you have like a picture, you could bring it in and just do that, right? Or you could collage on it, this as well, and do different things. So I'm just looking through what I've got sitting close by. I don't need that right now. I want colored, okay, this is what I want. This is kind of my scrap box minus that one. So we'll put it on. It's got digital scraps. Now, if you ever want, I was thinking of making a larger fussy cut. Why am I keep saying fussy cut? Fussy cut, fussy cut, fussy cut. My camera moved, guys. My apologies. Oh, way I have it now, it's really bad. I apologize because now it probably was like that. I am so sorry, guys. I'm going to have to keep checking on it. I don't know what to do to fix it. I've tightened it. I've done everything. If I move the table too much, it starts to move. So my apologies, guys. I'll try to check that better the next time. I might have to get Andre to make me a stand that I can just put it on. It just... There, hopefully that's better. My apologies, guys. So we're just going to put that back up there. So you can come in and collage on that if you, depending on the colors you have. Let me see what I have. And you can leave some of the music paper showing if you want. Like I could come in and just like do the bottom a certain color and have it done like this. And that I'm going to do this because I want to also show you what else you can do in that case. Now this isn't the straightest at all. I forget what I was using that for, but boy, that was not straight at all. I think I'll come up to here. Where did I say I was going to come up to? Here. Here. Because I want to go in and glue. I'm going to leave the top half with music. And then I was somewhere and I just seen this new thing I want to create. And I try to stay off track. Right now I got to refocus on redoing my fussy cut bundles. I used to do larger like ones like this in those fussy cut bundles, but I'm not doing that anymore. They're going to be smaller, small, medium size that are strictly go on like a tag, a journal card, used in clusters, things like that. Okay. So there's that. Even that would have been pretty. I love this paper, this digital I have. It's in my pink wallpaper packs. Same with this one. I love this one. Then two things you can do. If you have real lace, it works beautiful with. But, I mean, if you don't, you can... I want pink lace, don't I? Or cream lace. Maybe a nice piece of cream lace would be nice. Now, you can do it two ways. You could put it with a ruffle if you want it to add. I don't want it with a ruffle. Just personally right now, I just don't want that. This one would be perfect for what I want to do. Now it's not going to show. So I think what I'm going to do, now let me hope I have a piece long enough. I don't have much pink right now. I don't know if that pink goes well with it. Or do I want to? A second, guys, I'm trying to decide between how I want to go with this. I think I need to collage it just a little piece more. Just trying to decide what type of paper. Boo Boo, you're about to get in big trouble. It's enough. No more biting me. No more. I've had enough of biting. She doesn't really bite. She takes my pant in her teeth and just shakes my pant. Is her biting. So it's not that she's violent. It's her trying to. This I had to reprint. See, I have pink on the back, but I don't know. I wish this one didn't lose the color in it, because that's what I really would have wanted, and there's not enough writing there. But do I go with just some pink? I don't want much. So we all think that tags are like this size, but larger tags are amazing in journals too. Yeah, I think I'll add a little pink to that, but I don't know if I'm going. I think I'll take it down like this, and then add. I would have to put that there, and I don't really want. Or do I put it here? Now I'm not liking adding the lace, but I kind of like the idea of having that bit of pink there. I'm torn now. I thought I would like the lace. Now, can I get this up a little? I can. Oh, except for one little corner. Can I get it? Yep, I can. It's going to be a little chewed up, but that's okay. It'll give it a more rustic look. Okay. I put that in there. Okay. There's that. Now we want to, need to put the glue up a little. You play with it however you want this tag to go. I mean, you can collage it up more. I'm not even close to being done yet. I really wished right now I had kind of have something in my head, but I don't have anything like that printed. Gotta do my garbage. I have a hard time in the summer with my cat's food in one day. Like at the end of every night, I've been tying it up in 2 bags and then putting it in my garbage pail. Oof. In the heat, it gets so stinky. Stinky. Now, I didn't think about pictures and that I wanted to put on it. I'm just kind of going on a whim because Tammy had asked me what you can do with this. I don't really want to cover too much more of that up. I'm thinking of putting something like this here, or maybe that along here. Never know. We never know. We'll leave that out. Do I have one even longer? I think that's the longest I have. Looking for like a picture or something I want to use on it. So I'm just going through my basket of stuff. See what jumps out at me. If I wanted to throw green in there. Ooh. Maybe I want to put that at the bottom. Let's leave that out. We might still play with that one. See, sometimes an image like this is great if it was in pink. That garbage is really bothering me. It's just because I opened it just before I started the video, so I go through so many more garbage bags in the summer with my cat's food. It's the only time when I dislike I got them back on a wet diet. We could go black and white. So what I'm trying to do is when I get that on, I kind of want to pull one of my frames out, I think, and do something like this on it. So I'm just trying to decide the color I want to go with. And I'm trying to think where I put. These aren't mine. This is already sold. So I haven't cut mine out because I put my priority to my orders right now. this is my order basket, but I think I might have thrown mine in here. Okay. See, that's too big. That wasn't so big, because then imagine one of those frames overlapping it. Kind of like that. Kind of. It's not, I'll put it over there. It's a thought, because I can fussy cut it out more. If that wasn't Christmas, that would have been pretty. Would have been perfect. Now I almost don't want music page, guys. Does that sound silly? I'm sorry, it might turn into a Christmas one. Because I like that one on it. It's going to be, I don't know who will ever want it. I don't think I have a pink right now, but I'm going to. Don't have any more of that left. Wished I had this. 2 seconds, guys. I want to print that. I am not having any music paper showing. That happens too. Download. Where's my paper packs? Wallpaper paper pack. I know, I gotta clean up my files. My computer's telling me I've got too many files. I have filled up my hard drive. One of them I have to. Whew, I have one fly down here, one fly guy. I've had him for 2 days and I can't catch that one. And Pika has not been helping me. Normally she's a great fly catcher. When was that I was looking at? Why can't I find it? Normally I find it without a problem. It's because I'm hurrying, so it's not jumping out at me. Where are you? There we go. It was the last one and it hadn't loaded yet. Thanks for your patience, everyone. You're not getting fed right now. It's not feeding time. No. My problem with her is we had a couple of days where she didn't want to eat. Oh, why is my computer doing this, guys? There we go, finally. Finally. Move, boo-boo, or I don't want to run over your paws or your tail. Move, move, move. Okay. And if I were frames, where would I have put me? In the midst of all my mess I have. And then I tried to make myself a spot quickly, because I'm still trying to organize everything. And I got papers everywhere that I'm trying to clean up. Everywhere. But I don't know where I put those frames that I printed for myself. I had them all week, and now that I want them, how to find them, because that would just make it too easy on me. Oh boy, this is crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Oh, 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 found it, found it, found it. Found it, found it, found it. All right. Let's get this done, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get this done. This is one of my favorite papers. I love it. It's in my wallpaper pack. Oh, I love it. I use it quite often when I'm making pink stuff. Quite often. Quite often. It makes a beautiful tag on its own. It looks great when you collage with it. It's just amazing. Oh, she's a pretty girl. There we go. This went from some music page showing to no music page showing. But that's okay. I'm okay with that, guys. I am okay with that. You know what? Sometimes you start out one way and you go in a total different direction. Yes, you do. And that's okay. And I just really wish this wasn't a Christmas one. But I do love it. I do love it. Second, I'm just fussy cutting out something really quickly. Okay. Just take me a minute or two to fussy cut this out. I don't know if I have any pink Christmas journal going, but I always usually do make one pink one, so it'll never go to waste. It's just that picture is just perfect for just the black with the hints of pink in it. It just is perfect. Just is perfect for what I want to do. But then the pinks I have on this frames are not really big pink frames, so I don't know if it's gonna work. And I don't want to print another. Oh, I just kind of oh no, I didn't. I thought I cut further in. I tried to use my big scissors for too long. When you're cutting the insides of the frames, it's not as easy as you think it is when you initially get the first cut going. You have to be really careful. Cut the big piece out and then you got to just go back. My business has been great because I know a lot of people out there do not like fussy cutting. It is a very time-consuming part when we're making journals. And if you're somebody who wants to, especially if you're want to do craft fairs and everything like that, you may want your fussy cuts ready to go. Plus, I've got some unique fussy cuts that no one else is. I mean, there's frames on Etsy, I'm sure of it. I need one bit bigger because I don't want to cut the little girl out. All right, so I need a bigger frame. I'm going to show you guys. Obviously, I can't finish putting the frame on this, but it will be framed. Oh, I shouldn't glue on there. No, 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 Christina, Christina. No, no, no. Oh, boo-boo. They're also a little touched to me at night because I'm spending so much time with Jacob during the day. And so they're not always keen on that. Not always. You decide how you want it on. I'm usually, sometimes when I've got a wide tag, I go to the edge. And now that pink isn't going to make a big difference, but that's okay. I still like it, and I still don't regret doing it. Did you get it, Pika? Did you catch our fly for us finally? That might still end up going on somewhere. We haven't cut that out yet. This one was perfect, but now it's not. But we need a bigger frame, right? So let me show you if with a bigger frame, if we have a bigger frame. I don't know if I have a big enough pink frame. It's too bad that wasn't in pink. Or I could just highlight her, because she is cute. Let's not give up yet. Do we want to just highlight her? Which I kind of like. Kind of, I just, that's too faint. See, that's what I'm going to end up doing. I know, the poor little boy is left out. Oh, that one's perfect. So I've got to print that for myself. I'm not going to put that on because this is the order, but I'm just was playing so I know which one I'm going to print for myself, because I haven't made mine yet for me. See, it's a little too small and too big for that. Same with that. I don't want to cover them up. Where did I put that? How did I lose it already? Oh, silly girl. Silly girl. Silly girl. Okay, let's not fight with that right now. I'll just put it to the side and put it away in a second, because I have to still put this one in. So this is going to end up there, guys, when I printed my copy of it. Okay, and the frames come on cardstock, and I'm even printing mine on cardstock because I find the frames need that sturdiness to them. When it's just paper, when I just cut my ones that I made a mistake on, and it's paper, it works, but I really like the cardstock on it. And believe it or not, cardstock versus the photocopy paper sometimes has a bit more vibrant color to it as well. So now I'm not worrying much here. If I wanted to, I could bring in, I might on the top of that, I'm still thinking I might put some lace on the bottom, but maybe not. I'm not sure there yet, but I think I want it's almost time for me to head upstairs, but I'm not liking liking that. But I might like that along the bottom. That'll probably end up roses along the bottom there. Now, what am I going to put up here? It needs something up there. Do I come in with a flower? And I never, you'll always see me take those beads off, guys, because I find them too lumpy. That's just me personally. If it's on front cover of a journal, it's different. But inside, I don't. I'm not liking this frame, guys. I don't know why. I think it looks too contemporary. But anyways, let's pretend this is finished decorating. Only for one reason only, is because then what a lot of times I do, for me, I love a square, or I like it with a little tip, just a touch taken off the top. I like that a lot, especially on my long ones. And then this is where, because I know that this is going to stick, let's just pretend this is the journal it's going in, and the page I want it to go in. I want it to cover that back, that large vance. So I want mine, I like lace to stick up the top, right? So I am going to go, and I'm going to get what I'm hoping I have something of. That'll be perfect on that, but I don't know how much. I need some pink ruffle lace. That's what I can't find here. It's like this, but let me make sure I don't have anything in here. This could, oh, something just fell to the ground. Pika, I don't need your help, my love. I really, really don't. This is probably what I need in that corner, but in a small piece. Just something like that, in small. Just a scrap of something. Pika, leave my lace alone. See, something like that I probably would do to the top. But we're not playing because we're looking for something in particular right now. And I don't know where it went. Yes, I am. Okay, I don't have any left, I don't think. I think that is the problem. It is all gone. Pika, stop licking every bag. My cat has this problem right now. She wants to lick all kinds of plastic bags, and I don't know why. Now I have this pink this one, but I don't know how the white polka dots will look with it. But where is the pin in it? Right there. It's a big old pin, as you can see. And I couldn't even find that. You know, I thought this would be a 30-minute video, but do you think it is? No, no, no. We're probably pushing on an hour already. I just know it. Because I've struggled with this tonight. Let's see, I want it. You can also punch a hole in as well. I have really gone away from punching holes in my, ow, I just stuck that pin in my finger. I really have gone from sticking pins. Okay. And I do use a staple a lot. And people say, oh, well, the staple really doesn't affect it much. And I'm just going to give it a ruffle like this. That's how I want it. Which way do I want it? I think I want it this way. I think I want that white showing. You can do what you is your favorite. I like different things like this now. It just, sometimes you have to play with it for a few minutes to get it stapled right. Not always easy to staple either. I had it and then my hand slipped. See, that's, I like it, but I don't like it. Oh, I don't mind it. I wanted these sides in there more. I wanted it more like that. But anyways, I can go back and take that staple out and play with it for a minute. So the reason for I do that is because if I put it in a pocket, let's just say, is there a pocket here? No, there's not a pocket there. There's a pocket here, but it's not a wide pocket. I like for things to stick out of the top, and it kind of suit. If this wasn't a Christmas one, it would go in that one beautifully. This will have more of a ruffle when I get that side fixed. This side needs to go in the staple as well. So once I fix that up, it'll have more of a, of course it'll bunch now easily, right? So this, when you've got, let's just say you had the narrow pocket here, right? So this is going to use up a lot of that blank space, and then as well you get that nice top to it. Okay, this was mainly for Tammy, but I mean, doing tags, and when you have a space where you need, especially if you're making, you have a larger journal or folio like she has, I want to say that it's probably about this wide. So let's, where's the paper I had? Right? Let's just say it's that wide. See, it adds a lot of nice background, and you can still tuck in a smaller tag too as well, right? So then you're using up that space and it doesn't look as bare, right? So it would go like that and it would fill up that space. So make a larger tag, and then you don't necessarily, especially if, like, to collage all of that is time consuming. They're not going to see it the majority of the time anyways, so use a big tag because you'll see the difference. Let's say you have that little tag and you have another little one, right? Look at all that space, that's thing. Yeah, add that in and look at the difference. It fills it up. Obviously that green is too much for it, but it fills it up really nicely. You can move it to one side, bring this over, and then if you had a puff of lace here, it just will fill in that space without having to do a lot of work to the background. So that's what nice large tags are good for. So I encourage you to go and make a few of these and start using them in the journal and have these sticking out at the top. Can you imagine 3 or 4 of them to the top, and when it's sitting, it's going to be beautiful. So, and then I'll have to play around, because sometimes when I'm having a moment with it, I have to put it off aside and I'll come back. I really like the idea of a frame. This frame is not selling me on this one. So that's the only reason why. And like, for instance, I'm laying it there, or I might not end up even using a frame. I might come in and put a piece of lace here. I could even come in and just put this in here, right? And then have my lace, which is what I'm probably going to do, because now that I've taken the frame away, I like it better without the frame. So I might pull this in. Then I might come in with this at the top here, with a pink flower in the middle of it, right? That's so far how I'm liking this. And then with these laying on the bottom of the tag. And then these will run across the bottom of the tag. And that is the way I'm going to go. And look, I have a Christmas tag. It doesn't look real Christmassy, but if you're doing a really shabby pink Christmas, this would be beautiful in it. So, you know, just play around with your sizes. We tendency to make all tags this size, and I'm trying to always add a couple larger ones in as well, because they're nice in there, and they do fill up a space and add some punch to maybe a more bare spot. So imagine that these flowers are going to line across the bottom. I'm going to put a pink shiny stone in there, gemstone in there, and that'll brighten it all up nicely. That's how I'm going to finish that tag off. That kind of gives you a good idea where I'm going with it. Thank you for joining me. I know it's only one tag, but this really was a last minute thing to help somebody out. She asked me a question. I thought it was best maybe to show it by video. It took me a little longer than I planned. Even if you had, there goes my new flowers I found. Even that cream. Even if you have a nice cluster, I do a lot, using a lot of these for the top as well. Can be put to the top. This is a package that I almost have ready for sale. So, and even that, if I didn't want to put those flowers on, I could add in there as well. But how pretty would that be as well as a topper? So just kind of think outside the box on how I got to leave that out because that unglued itself. So there we go. And see, where I thought I really wanted to use a frame, I ended up not using the frame. So thank you everybody for joining me. And we moved again, guys. I am so sorry. I'm going to have to figure out what to do with that. I think when I shake the table, it slides. So my apologies on that. Have a great evening. And hopefully tomorrow I'm going to be working on the blue journal. If not, Monday I will be back to my regular, getting back on schedule with everything. Because as of right now, I'm not babysitting next week. All right. Thank you very much. Have a great evening, everyone. Bye for now.